Hey everybody, back again with the refinish. You can't see it, it's right there. Look down. Ha! Psych, you can't. The finishing of the Glitter Burst Les Paul. It's not really a Les Paul. James Tyler Variax. I mean, it's neck through construction. It's got a way better neck joint than a Les Paul. Just saying. It plays better than any Les Paul I've ever played, and I like the sound better. So, hey Gibson. I'm going to show you the videos of me doing the spraying, the sprinkling, the whole 9 yards. I did fuck up in two ways. Well, one minor way and one major way, which is going to require me to completely strip it and redo it in the spring when I have more days, more nice weather days in a row, because I knew I had a window. I had yesterday and maybe today of nice weather, and then it would have to wait another week. I'm not going to wait another week. I'm not normally impatient, but when it comes to fun guitar projects, maybe a little bit. This was an experiment, and I learned a lot, and I know exactly how to do it better for the final finish in the spring. But I'm gonna actually, put it all back together, play it, and it's still rubbing off glitter because, if any of you have ever visited a strip club, you just can't get the glitter off. So yeah, no glitter there, no there. But there are certain parts of this where, if you touch it, you might get a little tiny piece of glitter on you. Enough of my yakking. Let's go to the garage, do the finishing. I forgot to turn the camera on as I painted the headstock, though. That's where I started. So the first thing you'll see is me sprinkling the first bits of glitter on the headstock. I got a little bit ahead of myself, but then you'll see everything else. And I tried to tilt it to make it easier to see, but I had to get the camera 12 feet away because I did not want overspray on the lenses. So, without further ado, let's go to the garage and watch me fuck this thing up. Voiceover Scott coming at you. We see our hero hitting it with some of the large format glitter. I found out through my exhaustive research and many trips to Michael's Crafts that glitter comes in a bunch of different sizes. I had no idea. This is the larger size, and then there's medium size, which I did all of the Glitter Burst bits with after the fact, after this first bunch. So right here is the large stuff, and here comes, coming at you. Fast and Furious, and then right here, just dumped a big spot. And then, I reached for it. I was gonna touch it. So close. Almost fucked it up. Yeah, this is the large stuff, and now I know for the next time that I want more of the black gloss paint to show through. So, yeah, here we go. Shake it off. Shake it off. Not enough is coming off. I would later brush off a bunch of it, and when the black dried to a certain point, a fair amount of it came off, revealing more of the black, but I definitely want less next time. Here's an important bit. Getting the pieces that are hanging off the edge, getting rid of those. That was important. And then that's all the glitter that I used. Not much at all. And yeah, you could glitter half a dozen guitars with that one little tiny jar. Crazy. But I would never go to this extent again because, and here's a great reason, about, 10 years ago, I did a mosaic on a guitar that was all mirrors. For a stand-up comedian in Austin, Texas, J.R. Brow, and he brought it to a gig where he blinded everyone with the lights reflecting off of it. He could only use it at the one gig, never played it again in front of people. It's been hanging on his wall ever since. So you need more space, less glitter, more black underneath. And here we go. I'm doing the first layer of the black as the outer rim. This is the medium-sized glitter, and it was the easiest to sprinkle on. The larger stuff, some of it got through my fingers, and also the large was combined with really microscopic tinsel-y kind of glitter, which is kind of trippy. But used in small portions, it was really cool. Here comes the purple coming at you. I know now for the next time as well that I want to go black purple, red, aqua, and then yellow or gold in the very center. So at this point, after there's more purple for the headstock, after the the aqua on this, I tried to put what I thought was white. Turned out it was clear. And I didn't realize until I'd sprinkled a bunch on, and I was like, hey, I'm not seeing anything. It was just adding extra mass, which is bullshit. Because the least amount of mass, the better in this situation. So next time I'm going to be much more sparing with my application, and I want a lot more of the black to show through. Or just some, for Christ's sake. On this one, there's none. You can't see any black showing through. So here we go with the... I'm not sure what that one is. That must be the red. Yeah, doing the red on the headstock. And you'll notice that you don't see me spraying the clear. I lay down some clear before each one of the passes. Now here's the, I think that was the aqua that I just laid down. Yeah, more aqua. So I edited out all the of me shooting. Oh, here we go. Oh, check this out. And then this is where he realized, oh, he fucked up. It started running. Have you ever seen a mudslide? Yeah, the whole thing started shifting downward very slowly. And you'd have to look real close, but you'll see it in a second. Your hero tries to correct it and have it all flow in one direction, but no, that's not helping. It's getting worse. And you'll see, when I lay it down, you'll see the drips coming off of the edge. See all those drips? Eek. Yeah, so you can see the drips there pretty well. Now I'm removing all of the masking tape, and this was a whole process. But this masking tape was on way longer than I wanted it to be for this particular finish. Usually you only want masking tape to be on for a day or two. I had to use Goo Gone on many spots in between this portion of the video and the final reveal at the end. So, I mean, not a huge deal. But it was, about a half hour of rubbing it down with Goo Gone and a Chipotle napkin. Chipotle, because you never have to buy napkins for your home. And so yeah, I removing the little bits of tape over the post holes. I had trouble finding them at first. That was a bit of a trick. And I like how all of the fill-ins ended up looking, because I can't tell by look or by feel where the old switch was, or where the other two holes on the face were by the two control holes that I have left. So that's a success. I'm very pleased with that. And I'm going to use this for a while before I refinish it again in the final iteration. Jesus, get a fucking dictionary, bro. I apologize for using the word bro. I never do that. I feel dumber having done it. Yeah, so just removing all of the masking on this part. It wasn't super easy, but it is what it is. It's just part of paint. When you paint things, you deal with masking tape. That's just life. I do plan on doing some fretwork on this guitar. These are the world's largest stainless steel frets. You cannot get larger stainless steel frets. And they're Jescar frets, so, as good a quality of stainless steel frets as you can get as well. So I've ordered a fret kisser from Stuart McDonald and an S-File by Nomad Music. So I'm going to go at this and do some spot crowning and polishing on the fingerboard. It only needs it in a few spots. And I'm also going to take down a couple of the nut slots. I've got my new Hosco nut files, and I'm going to take them for a spin. And I think both of the E strings need a little bit need to be a little bit lower. Plus the backside needs to be a little bit wider as it comes off. Allowing it to move more freely towards the tuner. You'll learn these little things as you go along. And I did a bunch of these kind of things when I was on the road with the chicks, tweaking Natalie's guitars here and there, and doing some fixes and stuff. And great to be able to actually use these things, these learned skills on my own guitars and save a bunch of money, which is nice because I do not like paying other people to work on my guitars, with the exception of Pete, Pete Skermetta, the guy who used to work for Tyler Guitars, who was in on the design of this guitar when it was originally made in 2010 or 11, whenever that was. The neck pocket angle was his part of the job because James Tyler had only ever done bolt-ons before this guitar. And Pete's the guy who put that Gibson fingerboard on and the frets. So he's the only guy I'll have work on my guitars from now on that's not me. And it'll only be for things that I don't feel I'm super qualified to do, like putting on a fingerboard. Because you have to index that thing and you have to make sure that those fret slots are perfectly... Uh-oh. Alright, the tape is off. And I have goo-goned a lot of residue because there was some dripping. There was some drippage. It's, some runs, some drips, and some major errors. Thank you, Johnny Bench. Yeah, I was a little heavy-handed with the clear, and it shows in a few spots, and you can actually hear it. A couple bubbled up spots right there, which is one of the main reasons why I'm going to refinish it in the spring, so I can make it perfect or closer to perfect. None of my guitars are perfect, and I don't really care if they are. They just have to sound good, play well, sound good, make me happy. That's all I ask of them. Yeah, I think it looks great. I'm very pleased with the result. And next, get the shielding paint all the cavities, and put the hardware back on. I am going to reuse one of the volume pots that came out of it, and I've got a new 3-way switch. Everything else is just the old hardware. So let's assemble that in the next video. There you go, everybody. Good time Glitterburst finish. My first, obviously. And I know now... Oh, there's a piece of glitter. Get off. I know now how to do this perfectly next time. And it's not going to be as difficult to strip it as you might think. I might leave the headstock because I like it. And it's not rubbing off any glitter. It's got a fun texture to it, though, let me tell you. But, yeah. I'll probably strip that, too. But, so I learned a lot. Know exactly how to fix it for the next time. And so stay tuned. I'm going to put it all back together. Rock it out. Because I have a rehearsal in a week. I've got to learn some songs. I would like to have this guitar playing when I do the rehearsal. So it's sort of an audition / rehearsal. I met up with some guys last night. We're gonna, play a few tunes and see if it. Excuse me, sorry, didn't mean to spit. See if it gels. So, until next time, rock on.